Hello. Pretty basic here. A continuation from last week, and then I'll show you some additional PowerPoint stuff you need to do for the final. And it's real easy. All right. Back to the mag boots and the skill tree from last week. I decided to just focus on four categories that are all boot related here. So I got rid of my grenades and my health boost because they didn't really have to do with the boots themselves. And so over here, as we saw uh, from last week's demo, I just wanted to have a company animated GIF to accompany each one of these powers. In total, I did about 14 different powers under these four categories. You may have, more or less, but I'm looking for about that range of, abilities for you to have in your skill tree. So let's review it. Power kick: when kicking an enemy, they will fly backwards and take damage. So I got these images here. Over here, as you may remember, I grabbed YouTube footage using the snipping tool to record a knockabout kick, where you kick an enemy into another enemy, right? Over here, it's a door kick, right? So when you kick out a door, it'll harm whoever is behind the door, right? And then over here is a continuation off of the knockabout kick, where if you upgrade it, when the enemy flies back, they'll explode, right? And it'll cause explosive damage to those nearby. Over here, a prop kick: if an enemy throws stuff at you, like a grenade, you could kick it back at them and blow them up, or you can kick a number of medium-sized props like crates and stuff like that. Over here is a boost dash, where I have this game footage I captured from Cyberpunk of a midair dash. And then over here is just on the dash attack, I just found like an image, and that's okay too. It is better to have moving images. It always makes your PowerPoint presentation a lot more dynamic. Over here, power slide. This is from Vanquish. So yeah, this character is just sliding on his knees. You can move around the map real quick this way, right? Um, and then we have the rocket boots. All of these I could not find any reference whatsoever, so I had to create all these within Photoshop using our previous techniques, where I'm actually just drawing these in Photoshop, and using the layer comps and then the timeline to make these little animations, right? So over here you could see on the projectile kick, it's very easy. The boot comes out, hits that guy, boomerangs back, lands right back into our feet. Over here on the chain projectile, I just duplicated a bunch of that guy. And when it hits, now it hits like three people. This was a little bit complicated just because of the number of people and the number of assets that are on those layers. This last one, I had to pretty much do unique things on the back half. The front half, where he shoots the boot out, that could be reused from this top one, but this, once he gets it electrocuted, it's all unique, right? He comes back, the dazed thing, um and so then the last one here, I just found a bunch of anime gifs, because stomp attacks are pretty common within video games. So this first one on the power stomp, foot stomp, when a small enemy is nearby your feet, you can stomp on it with the circle button. And so this is just in Dead Space. This is what I remember a lot in Dead Space. You would have crawling enemies come towards you, and your feet, you can stomp them to kill them. This AOE stomp. Let me resize this so that we could read it. Okay, this I just grabbed the image from Diablo, but it's basically an AOE foot stomp, right? Where the enemies around you all get affected. Instead of you stomping one guy, you can actually create a shockwave. Maybe I should write shockwave. Um, will Yeah, I should probably do that. Will creates a shock wave. How about that? Shockwave damaging nearby several nearby enemies. That's yeah. Even on the wording, I need to clarify sometimes because if I use AOE that wordage too much, it's yeah, maybe I could call it shockwave stomp. That might be more clear. Shockwave. Nah. AOE stomp is fine. Yeah, I'll just do AOE. All right. Over here, lastly, I found superhero landings. I found a cool anime just from Deadpool, where he's just talking about superhero landings. But in this one, it actually hurts people around you when you land from the air. And so there you go. In total, I've got about 14. So like 3, 6, 9, 11, over here I've got 14, right? So these are the categories, and yeah, so when you're done with this, export it as a download as a PowerPoint presentation, turn that in to me. um, yeah, that'd be great. Now, uh, uh, the second one, this is also required for the final. So basically, on the final, you're turning in, you know, basically 3 PowerPoint presentations for the semester's worth of work. So over here, I'll show you what this last one is. So this one mainly deals with the board game reskin and the top-down map that we created. So on this first one, I went back, saw like the first week we were just doing some rough sketches of putting our character inside a hero card, right? So this is like level 1, level 2. A lot of the thinking is done in week 1. And then this was week two's assignment, which was, you just want to clean up that artwork to look nicer. So these two are, you know, sort of a continuation of that assignment. Over here, we've got the front and back view of that hero card as a paper mini. So here I've got the template, and I'll be looking for whatever you got that's in the middle. You could probably also turn in like a strip that shows like your artwork of the front and back view. But this one, I just put this in here just so as a reminder to you of like yeah, this was meant so that we could turn it into like a little paper mini. Over here was reskinning a monster card. Remember, I turned that monster card into a robot archer, right? And then we had another assignment here of reskinning an environment tile, where I turned this into sort of the back streets of New York City over here, like an alley, and basically, this one is just mainly using the assets of the first one. I just changed the location of the triangle, the location of the sewer, which is a spawn point, and also added in the door over here on the left. The top-down map. This was the Photoshop file that I created, and these are 3 separate files. I shrank them so that they would all kind of fit on this page, and also I lined it up so that this lines up to that, this one lines up to that, so you can see like, oh yeah, the overall map. You're going from this room to that room to that room. And then lastly, this is the 3D representation. Remember, we went back to, we worked on it in SketchUp or in some kind of 3D program, taking screenshots of each area. So I'm just looking for, 3 shots here of your 3 different areas, sort of the starting area, the puzzle area, and the boss fight area right here. So 1, 2, 3. And so this one, I'd also like you to turn in This one I call it GAD 101 preparation assignments. Make sure, oh, yeah, that's actually a good one. Make sure that your name is on it. So let's do that. Boom. Call it, GAD 101 preparation assignments, right? And then you want to write your name by Daniel Chang. That way I know who to grade, you know. And then I want to maybe change the background color so that it matches the other ones there. I don't know. Kind of. Is it that? Nope, it's not that color. It's kind of like, ew, that's gross. Let's just make it like a lightish gray. Huh. That's so weird. It's like still kind of dark. Hmm. Oh, I know why. It's because does this thing. Well, that doesn't help. All right, let's try it again. Probably that. Oh, it's kind of this bluish color. What is that color? It's kind of this bluish gray color. Okay. See if I can find it. If I can't find it, then screw it. But like I'd like it to be consistent. Oh, not black. Let's try it. Done. Yes, it is the same color. Cool. So yeah, make sure you got your name um, on here. Make sure that here by Dan Chang. So these are the preparation assignments. Again, it's the board game reskin for the hero cards, the hero paper mini that shows the hero drawing front and back, and then the reskin monster card, which has like a little new drawing of the monster and also whatever you have written down here that makes it work for your your IP. And then over here we've got our environment tile reskin, which also works for a different IP other than dungeon crawling. And then this is this shifts gears. This shifts gears to our original game idea, and this is the background map, top down maps that we created, and then this is the 3D top down map screenshots of that. I know you can't quite turn in a 3D file from everybody, but over here I just have these top down maps, and that is also needed for your final. So on your final, I'd like you to turn in both this preparation assignment that we talked about and the mag boots one over here, and I'll look at last week's stuff for me to find the you know the GAD 101 demo level, the the actual game design document here. Very cool. All right, that you all have done. Yeah, those are the assignments. So I hope we're clear. Skill tree, finish that one up, and then compile together the images that are needed for your preparation assignments that we did at the beginning of the semester. All right. Thank you. Bye.